Alrighty there, ladies and gentlemen, I have seen Wrath of Man with Jason Statham, which is eerily similar to, I think two other movies I've seen recently. You've got a guy with a beef, and he's out for revenge. Hence Wrath of Man, and that's the primary plot. To break it down a little bit further, an armored car got robbed. Jason Statham's kid got killed accidentally, or as collateral damage. And he infiltrates the armored car industry in order to find out who popped his son. Meanwhile, you have a group of, I forgot. Every 1,000 subscribers, bracelet, pound of trash, environmental awareness, support this channel, and, I'll help the world. Anyway, so you have a group of ex-military people who haven't exactly landed on their feet after Afghanistan, and they are going into crime in order to support a lifestyle where they can take care of their families, which is the much more interesting story to it. Which is kind of sad because Statham doesn't play one of those people. He's doing the same "This is Jason Statham" voice, and he's not doing the "This is Jason Statham" action, which generally involves improvised weapons and really cool fight scenes. But he is being a total badass. So, Jason Statham plays Captain I'm Gonna Wreck a Fool, and there are a bunch of fools that are there to get wrecked. And in the end, you look at this movie, it's very generic, it's very guilty pleasure. Statham is again slumming for a paycheck like he did with Meg. It would be well, he also, I think, was in Ghosts of Mars, if I'm not mistaken. But it would be really nice if he got into some better films that really showcased his talent. But this is not a bad film. So let's just be clear on the fact that, is it a bad film? No. Is it a great film? It's a film to put on your watch list when you want to see a dumb action movie with a silly plot. I mean, the bottom line being, people with the kind of skills that are displayed in this movie, there's a market for that. And that market does pay well, but you've got to be back in the combat zone. So no, it's not a terribly realistic. Also, like, one of the heists, they rent a bunch of heavy equipment for it. Or they do something to get this equipment. And it's like, look, all of these things you keep seeing make it really hard for you to hide. It's much like with the Jigsaw series. There just at a certain point gets to be look, he's using too many materials. It's too unrealistic. And of course, Jason Statham plays Captain I'm Gonna Wreck a Fool. And, who else has played this? Well, of course, you have Keanu Reeves in his John Wick series. He's Captain I'm Gonna Wreck a Fool, again. And you have Michael B. Jordan just did it. He's Captain I'm Gonna Wreck a Fool. And then this is one of these kinds of action movies. They're really kind of, okay, they came after my family. It's like, dude, you're supposedly so notorious that in this movie, Statham's character is so notorious that certain criminals just see him and go, okay, I'm gone. Like, no, this man's so that dangerous. Which would, mean that people would be falling over themselves to find out who popped this guy's kid and take care of it there. So, yeah. I mean, thered be word on the street. It's one of those things. There's an underground for this. But anyway, as I say, the plot is thin, the action is thick, and the cheese is gooey. So, yeah, go watch this movie. It's not a bad film, but if you're hoping for something a little more high art, you're going to be disappointed. Anyway, that's just my opinion. Love to hear yours. Comments below. I'm Richard.
Salutations, plebeians! It is I,
Stephen Miller, emissary and advisor to his dark orange lordship and the real President Donald Trump, reminding you to comment on and like this video. Subscribe if you haven't already, or I will suck out your eyes and feed them to my two tarantulas, Meredith and Red Pill.